We're live. Woohoo!
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Parsha Wine and Pairing here at Kosherwine.com. I'm Jared. This is my trusty associate, David. And today, David, what are we pairing?
Today, we'll be pairing the Hevron Heights Makhpelah, which we told you about last week. Don't forget to stay tuned to see which wine, maybe wines, that we'll be offering another 7% discount so that you can have the next Shabbos to pair with your Parsha. Jared, why don't you tell us a bit about this week's Parsha?
Yeah, so this week's Parsha is called Chayei Sarah, the life of Sarah. She was the wife of Abraham, Abraham Avinu, the father of the Jewish people. And a little bit of sad things happen in this Parsha. Sarah dies. She was to be 127, I think. Lives a nice long life, but Sarah dies, and so Abraham needs to, bury her in a site in Israel. And so he purchases this place called the Makhpelah, which is the cave in Hevron, from Hevron for I forgot how many shekels, but he purchased it legally though, and so he buries Sarah at the Makhpelah. She's the first person buried in this place, and then he sends out Eliezer to go find a wife for Isaac, his son, who almost got sacrificed in the last Parsha. And so he goes to find Rebecca, and long story short, I think everyone's going to end up buried in the Makhpelah, correct?
In the end, yeah. Well, this week I think Abraham also dies at the age of 175, and he gets buried there by his sons Isaac and Ishmael. But we find a lot of talk about the Makhpelah, first with Sarah passing away and being buried there, and then with Abraham. So there's a lot of connections there. A lot, again, like last week, and that's what we did, back-to-back wines from Hevron, Hevron Heights Winery. A lot going on in the Hevron area, and really a lot of great stories going on in the Parshas this week. So we'll go ahead and try this wine, give you guys some information, and see what else there is to pair with, what other notes we can share with you, and how you can enjoy this wine this Shabbos and tell people about the Parsha with the right wine.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
All right.
A nice little swirl. Nice smell.
So we opened this up at about 11:30, about an hour and a half ago, just to let it breathe, give it some air.
I'd say it might even need a bit more time than that. I mean, now it's fine, but I think, sometimes it's never too early to open and decant a wine. And this is one that, really needs some time. It's one of my favorite ones. I actually have it every Passover, for like the third or fourth cup.
Wow, you're by the third or fourth cup, I would not be able to handle a big one.
Oh no, this is the first cup. Excuse me, I couldn't have this for the third or fourth. You gotta go a little lower. Anyways, so let's give it a try. It's the very typical jammy fruit bomb of an Israeli wine.
Well, I'm getting cherries. Definitely, there's oak in there. This is it's a big wine. It's a mouthful. The color is beautiful. It's got a deep ruby color. It's a big wine. Let me check the percentage here. It's 14%, which is not technically too high, but it's definitely a nice, smooth, big wine. It's priced at about in the $60 to $65 range. You get your 7% coupon using Parsha 7, Parsha numeral 7. So we'll get it, you'll get it for about $60.
This is definitely an age-worthy wine too. This is one that you could put away for a few years.
You can get a few years on this. Right now on the site we have the 2010. It's drinking beautifully. I'm not sure how much longer that will have, but you can try it and decide. Buy 2 bottles, drink one now, and see how much longer you'll want to cellar the other one for. Now, next week we're going to let you know next week what we have going on and which wine we're going to be pairing. Next week's Parsha is Toldos. So the wines for next week, actually gonna do you guys a solid. We're not gonna tell you the exact wine, but we'll give you the brand. We're going to be featuring Twin Sons next week. Our good friend Ami and Larissa over at the River Wine. This is a wine that they produce, they curate. that's made in California with the Shira brothers from Shira Wines. They have twin sons, Ivri and Eitan. Shout out to you little kids. You parents are doing a great job.
That's right.
They named the wine after them. This is a very nice job. So we got the twin sons next week. Next week the Parsha also talks about twin sons.
2 other twin sons.
We'll talk more about that next week. All the Twin Sons wines are online right now. If you use Parsha 7, you'll get a 7% discount on any and all those wines. So go ahead, choose from the Cad, the Chardonnay, or any of the other wines that they carry. Anything else about this week's Parsha that people should know about?
Well, sure. If you don't want to drink this wine now, you can always save it for a simcha, like say an engagement or like something. And it happens to be like the first shidduch, like Jewish shidduch in like history is with Yitzchak, Isaac, and Rebecca, right?
There you go. So
Going
it's
to
all of
find
you.
the shidduch. So you can save this for a l'chaim or for a chasana or like, you know, whatever have you. If you don't want to, if you want to put it away for a while, fine.
Well, so this week, Chayei are in Israel. It's one of those weeks that a lot of people go down to Hevron. They open up the Makhpelah for people to visit. It's actually really cool. I was there one year, years ago. A great atmosphere going on in Hevron. Like tons of students are there, and they have like communal meals. It's a really great time of year, a really great experience. So
Yeah.
if
If you find yourself in Israel, go to Hevron.
Hevron for Parshat
Very
Chayei. It's a great week, great wine. Live from Kosherwine.com. Good Shabbos, and see you next week.
Shabbat Shalom.